Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. We are back once again, and today's video, as you can tell from the title, actually kind of piggybacks off of the video I made regarding why I left Colorado. Today's video actually goes over the things that I miss about, living in Colorado. So I decided that this video would actually be a very good thing to discuss because it's not really like as depressing as that last Colorado video was. This one's actually more optimistic, so hopefully you guys really do enjoy it. Let's just go ahead and start off by first saying that I love the mountains. So the first thing that I miss about living in Colorado was driving through the mountains. I will never forget the one time I was driving my Subaru through the mountains. There's a tunnel, I believe it's called the Eisenhower Tunnel. And on the other side, the side that I was entering from, it was completely, great weather, just like this. Mountains, great weather, and then I go through like 3/4 of a mile or a mile through that tunnel. I come out the other side, and it's a complete blizzard. So that was quite interesting to experience. But overall, driving through the mountains, it's like my happy place. That's where I like to be. It's my area. That's what I love to be around. Unfortunately, as you guys can probably tell from the surroundings, I have no mountains here. So the past few years have really sucked because I have not been able to go to the mountains. Next one is waking up and seeing the mountains on the horizon. So this did not used to be the case. I mean, it kind of did, but you couldn't really see them that well. So when I first moved to Colorado, I lived in a hotel. And you guys may be asking and wondering, why'd you live in a hotel? The reason for that is because there was actually a great deal that I got. It was like $34 per night. And they would give you like discounts for staying there and living there for longer periods of time. So that's where I was first, and I was there for, I believe, 5 months. Then I moved into an apartment. Now the apartment had 3 windows that faced out towards the mountains, and so that was pretty cool, being able to wake up and instantly see the mountains. So the way that I had things set up in my apartment is I had the bed like right next to those windows. So you wake up, you sit up and look over, and there's mountains. So it was pretty awesome to experience that. Next point is very nice weather for the most part. So the nice weather is definitely something that was great to have in Colorado. Temperatures, I believe, were like in the low 70s the majority of the time. Maybe even like the 60s. But then there was a few times, where there's blizzards and cold stuff, but the majority of the time it was great weather. Similar to what we're having right now, but it's a little bit different when you're a little bit higher up in elevation. Things just feel a little bit different. It feels a little bit nicer, at least where I was at in Colorado. Next thing is nice restaurants and movie theaters. So I went to a couple nice restaurants when I was there in Colorado. One of them was downtown, and they have it's like the 16th Street Mall, I believe it is, in Denver, and it was pretty cool to go there. I really enjoyed it. My girlfriend at the time, we went there and we went to this burger place, and then there was like a 2-story Target that we just went through just because we've never seen that before. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, movie theaters, they have some of the coolest movie theaters there. Really awesome. So I'll never forget that, and hopefully I'll be able to visit it once again someday. Another point here is true independence. So when I was in Colorado, I was away from all my family, all my friends, everyone. Now, of course, I had my girlfriend with me, but she was from Arizona, so I actually had to drive to Arizona to pick her up for us to move to Colorado. So but overall, true independence was really awesome. To be able to kind of do things on your own, pay your rent, go to work, that kind of stuff, and just make your own decisions without having to possibly run it by someone else. So that is is like one of the biggest things that I miss. Because right now, I don't have an apartment right now. You know, I used to, but some things happened and I no longer have that. But yeah, so that is one of the things that I miss the most. Um, but overall, I mean, Colorado is a beautiful place, and I definitely recommend visiting it. If you want like a really nice small town, the one that I lived in was Henderson, so it's kind of like the outskirts of Commerce City, and it's a really nice small town there. But the traffic can get pretty intense sometimes. I remember that for sure. Um, you know, I mentioned this in the other Colorado video as to, you know, like why I left Colorado. Um, that I worked at the airport, so I'll never forget that. I had to wake up pretty early for that because I used to work 4 to 1, so a nice long shift, and you have to wake up pretty early for that because I had to take my girlfriend to work at the time. So I was waking up at like 2:30, I believe. So that's also something I will never forget. But I don't really mind working super early like that, so it didn't really bother me too much. After all, I was kind of working for a cool job. But you know, when I first got to Colorado, there was a lot of pressure on me because I had just, like I mentioned a little bit ago, I had just picked up my girlfriend at the time from Arizona, brought her up to Colorado, and there's a lot of pressure to make sure that I got the job, because what happened was I passed the interview, but I still had to be flown to Georgia to train, and I had to receive a pass on that. I had to receive a certificate at the end of it. So with that, there's a lot of pressure because if I were to have failed that, then everything would be screwed up. Like I'd have to move immediately back to Kansas with my girlfriend and just kind of like figure out some living arrangement, you know, like find a place, spur of the moment, just random apartment or something. It would have been pretty bad and hard to figure out. So, but everything did work out for the most part. But if you guys want to know why I left Colorado, definitely go ahead and check out that other video that I shot regarding that. But that's pretty much all I've got for today's video. Thank you guys for tagging along. I'm still going to keep shooting a couple more videos out here. It is pretty nice still, so I will be doing that. But thanks for watching. It means a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video.